Bright lights city gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the Running Rebels of UNLV. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers taking on the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will kick it away to start. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Peters. He's got his man. Turns it on at midfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And the Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to move it ahead a couple yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. That's caught. It's Hutchinson. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Topper.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out on the right. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and match.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Scrambling away. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The give to the back. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. USF put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Bulls had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Peters. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebel.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're just about ready to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down to start the drive after the break. On the move. At the 35, he's open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year, and that has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment with expectations for this squad to end up like they did. A lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated, and they better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12 championship, but it just didn't show up each and every week. This year, again, these guys look good from a height standpoint, a weight standpoint, a speed standpoint, but they've got to make plays, and it's got to start here today.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Lining up to add another.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. 14. Going for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They go to the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
The toss sweep to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll ride Davis here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
You know, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Got it, looking for the first down. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. Smashes ahead. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Handoff to the lone back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UNLV!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Peters. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, UNLV. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. at a return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Peters. Going downfield for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime. Takes the handoff. It's Hampton. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hilltoppers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
After the filthy move, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. Across the 25, he's got room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. That's caught. It's Davis. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. He'll field the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, the Running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Thompson. Ball is free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Going for the big play. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.